start. I did say half past, but I think if you are planning to join us, you have joined us. So I think let's get this show on the road. All right. So as you guys know, we have gone over all the content for our module. Today's lecture is actually going to probably be not too long either. But I did ask you guys to quickly go through exercise 9.3. And that's what I want us to start with today, to quickly just go through exercise 9.3. So let's quickly jump into that. Under the required, it says use your calculator and determine the net profit earned for the year, all right, ended 28 February 2009, purely by looking at the trial balance above, all right? So quickly, let's do that. We know the formula for profit is simply income minus expenses, okay? So then all we really need to do there is we know that we have to go to the nominal account section, all right, in the trial balance, okay? And we know that there we're going to find all our incomes and expenses, all right? So what we then have to do is pull out our calculator, all right? I'm sure you guys didn't have any problems with this, okay? But let's do it together nonetheless. And we add all our incomes together. First one we have there is, what is this? Services rendered, so 689, all right, 0.92 plus your sales there, which was 499,466.65, all right, and then interest on current account, and we have interest received. Okay, so interest on current account was 574.50 cents. Okay, and then your interest received was 2,672.27 cents. Okay, so that's all your income. Okay, so maybe let's just write this down here somewhere quickly. Okay. And then what was our total expenses? Let's see. Clear this right quick. All right, so we know 322,031.12 plus 13,228.65 plus 10,116.45, 39,497.20 plus 15,291.16 plus 4,817.48, all right, plus 211.18 plus 2382.44 plus 5450.5 plus 9225, all right, plus 7,025.97 plus 16,291.59 plus 786.12 plus 2447.91. Okay. Right, so that's our total expenses. Let me quickly copy that and then work out what was our profit there. Okay. I don't think I put the full, I think there's a 4 there. Okay, so now let's quickly see. Okay. Then we are saying this minus 549,403.34. Okay, so our profit, okay, our profit was 98,757 cents. Okay, right. Okay, so we've dealt with the first bit. And guys, if you have any questions, by all means, please feel free to ask, okay? Please feel free to ask, okay? So we've dealt with the first one. The next, it says, open all the nominal accounts in the general ledger with their respective totals as per the above trial balance, okay? Open a trading account and a profit and loss account and show all the closing transfers. Also, show the capital and drawings account in the statement of financial position section, close drawings off against capital, and balance the capital account to determine the correct amount for owner's equity at year end. Okay, cool. So all we need to do here is year end procedures, but now in the general ledger. Yesterday, or the last time I saw you, right, we did it in what? The general journal. Okay, so again, I told you guys when I saw you guys, whichever respective group you are from, that they can ask you to do this in the general journal or in the general ledger, all right, and you need to be able to do both. So in the general ledger, it's actually easier, okay, because what will happen is that obviously you need to open the T account, all right. We know that step one is to close off sales returns. And guys, please open up your process next to you so that you can see again how we go through this thing systematically, okay? So again, we know that step one is to close off sales returns to the sales account, okay? So we've looked at the trial balance. We know that sales returns has got a balance of 16,291 Rand, 59 cents. This you are adding in. Okay, look at my cursor. You've added all this information in. Then you say, okay, we want to close the account. So we need to make an equal and opposite entry. And we're closing that off to sales. Okay, for the same 16,291. So can you see what I'm saying? It's actually easier here now. Okay, I'm just going to put it all in one block. 59 cents. Okay. Then you come to the sales account, so you can complete that double entry, and you say sales returns, because here, remember, we were crediting, so here we need to debit the sales account. Okay, so here we say sales returns, okay, and again, it's for that 16,291 point, how many cents was that? 291. Hey man, where's the sales returns? There? Trying to find it in the. Oh, there we go. 59 cents. Okay. 59 cents. Okay, so there we go. We've done it. Okay, now we've closed off sales returns. The next step is to close off your sales account to your trading account. Okay, so here we've already inserted our balance. We know that what we're going to have here is the difference between the two. All right, so here we're going to debit. Okay, remember we're bringing this account to zero. So what is on the credit side must equal what is on the debit side in order to bring it to zero. So trading account. Okay, and then we have to work out the difference between the two. So let's quickly get our calculator again. So 499,466.65 minus 16,291.59. Okay, so that's what we are posting to the trading account or closing off the sales account by. Okay, so there we go. Then we go to the trading account. Again, can you see the double entry? There we debited. So here, what are we doing? We are crediting. Okay, so here we're going to say sales. Okay, so this is why I was saying yesterday, if your dead click is not on point, you're going to have some problems here. Okay, you need to make sure your dead click is on point. Okay, so we finished with the first part of step 2. Next, we have to close off cost of sales to the trading account. So here you can see it's got a debit balance. We've done this. Okay, here we write trading account. Can you see how fast and how easy this thing is if you know your process? Okay. Okay, and how many cents? And 12 cents. Okay. So now can you see here we credited cost of sales. So in the trading account, we're going to need to debit. Okay. So here we say cost of sales. Okay. Maybe let me just copy and paste this time the amount. Okay, so there we go. All right. Now we know that we need to close off. So we finished now with step 2. All right, and now we need to close off the trading account to the profit and loss account. But I hear something in the chat, so let me get to that first. Yes, I will be posting this recording on YouTube. I've already posted the first lecture on YouTube as well. The introduction to this unit, in other words. Pleasure, Etienne, no problem. Okay, right. Okay, so now we need to close off the trading account to the profit and loss. And already we can see the credit side is the bigger side. So we know that we're going to have a debit entry. Okay. And so if our cost of sales is less than our sales, our income, that means that here we made a gross profit. Okay, again, we need to calculate what is the difference between the debit side and the credit side. So again, we get our calculator. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, so we have 499,466.06. Then we're saying minus 322,031.12. Okay, so this is what we are closing off the account with, or 2. Okay, and this is going to the profit and loss account. Okay, so trading account has now fallen away, no longer exists. Okay, we move now to the next bit of step 3, where we are closing off the nominal account section to the profit and loss account. Okay, so here I've already put in the balances. Okay, but obviously you guys can do this. You just open the T account and you obviously then see, okay, services rendered has a credit balance. Okay, so to close it off, we need an equal and opposite entry, and we know that we're closing it off to the profit and loss account. And all you do is you say, okay, same amount that we have on the credit side. Okay, dealt with that one. We move to the next. Okay, and here we see that interest on current account, again, another income. Can you see that? It has a credit balance. So we just put in a debit, equal and opposite entry, and that's for 574.50 cents. Okay. All right. Okay. Telephone is an expense. Can you see there's a debit balance? Okay. Here, equal and opposite. So profit and loss there. And here we just plug in the 13,228. Okay. Salaries and wages, another expense. You can see we're crediting those accounts. Okay, 10,116. Okay. All right. Rent expense, same principle. Okay, so I'm sure now you can really see that, okay, this is what he meant when he said It is significantly easier in the general ledger. Okay, but again, we won't ask you all these accounts. Typically, we just ask you to do a few of them. Okay, because obviously there wouldn't be enough time for you to do the whole thing in the exam. Okay, but yeah, rest assured, we'll be able to tell. Do you know the whole process? Okay, are there gaps in your understanding? Okay, but fortunately, that's why the YouTube channel is there, so that you can go back and see what did we actually do, you know? All right, bank charges, another expense. Okay, so we're crediting to close it off. Postage and stationery, again, another expense. Just think equal and opposite entry to bring the account to zero. Okay. Salary, oh, staff refreshment, sorry. Okay. Fuel. Okay. Equal and opposite. Okay, and guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's why I'm here. Okay. 672. Okay. And let's plug in the cents there as well. 27. Okay. All right. Interest on overdraft. Okay. What was this? Interest received. Okay, yeah, so that was an income. Okay, that's fine. 786. I thought we were done with the incomes, that's why I was a bit confused, but that's cool. Interest paid this time equal an opposite entry. Credit this account. 2447. Okay. Right. Now we are then now just stepping into, let me delete this column just to make it a bit smaller so I can show it on the, ooh. Okay, do we have any other unnecessary? Okay, I think I can delete this column as well. I don't want to zoom out because I think this is a good size so that you guys can see on your side. So I prefer to delete these columns. Okay, all right, now I think, yeah, that's cool. So here can you see now we're completing the double entry, okay, in the profit and loss account. So we know that we, in the trading account, we posted, how much did we post? Let's quickly scroll up there. I think it was like 100 and something. That was the gross profit. That's what I'm trying to get from the trading account, just in case you're wondering. So just want to copy that quickly. Yep, scroll back down. So there's the amount right there. And here I just want to put in gross profit. Okay. Then we go to services rendered. Again, we're just copying these amounts out of our trial balance. Okay, services rendered. That is 46689. Okay. Income on current account. What is the income on current account? 574. Okay, and we have the cents there on the side. Interest received 2,672. Okay. Then we go to the expenses. Go to telephone, 13,228. Okay. Salaries and wages, or wages and salary, 10,116. Rent expense, 39,497. Rates and taxes, 4,975. Okay, insurance, 15,291. Bank charges, 4,817. Okay. Postage and stationery, 2,111. Staff refreshments, 2,382. Fuel, 5,450. Interest on loan, 9,225. Okay, and then sales returns, we know that we have already closed it off, so we ignore that. Interest on overdraft, where is that? Interest on overdraft, 786. Okay, and then interest paid or interest charged, 2,447. Okay, guys, notice here in the profit and loss, we don't have sales, we don't have cost of sales, we don't have what do you call it? Sales, cost of sales, and sales returns. Why? Because we closed that off in the trading account. Okay, so please make sure you don't make that mistake. That's one of the mistakes a lot of my students have made in the past. Please do not make that mistake. Okay, I heard something in the chat. Will the layout in the exam be similar to this, just not as long, sir? Yes, the layout will be let me say it like this. They will give you the structure, okay? They will give you the structure, so they'll give you the profit and loss account. Obviously, it'll be blank because you need to fill it in, okay? But yes, the question itself will not be as long. So for instance, can you see they could have just asked you the profit and loss account? They could have also asked you to do the trading account, all right? And they could have just left it like that, all right? Or they can make you do specific accounts in the general ledger. So maybe they say interest on overdraft. Then they say, okay, also do credit losses. Okay, also do insurance. Okay, random different ones. Okay, just to see, do you understand what's supposed to take place here? Okay, so we will never ask you a question as long as this. All right, it will take too much time. So one that they like to ask is your profit and loss account, drawings and capital, and then also your trading account, and then also the post-closing trial balance. Okay, so those are the ones they like to ask. They could ask those in the journal, the general journal, or in the general ledger. Okay, but typically those are the ones they like to ask. So yes, let me just deal with this question first before we move on. Perfect. Okay, all right, awesome stuff, Davian, awesome stuff. Cool. So the next step after closing off the nominal account section is to then close off your profit and loss to your capital account. Okay, and here I've just done it just to save us a moment. All right, again, we look at both sides, the debit and the credit, and we say which one is bigger. All right, so here obviously we added it all up and we got 211,000. Okay, and then here we added it up. Obviously you can't tell just from looking. Maybe you can actually. It doesn't, yeah, you actually, I think you can. Okay, you can see that this should be less than, but obviously you guys should make sure by doing the calculation to see which one is bigger. So then we debit it, all right? Our expenses, in other words, was less than our income. So to close off this account, we need to add more to the debit side so that we have 211,080 Rand here, and we have 211. So can you see how the debit and the credit are now equal to each other? In other words, making it zero, okay? So we take this in the profit and loss. What are we going to do? Sorry, in the capital account, what are we going to do? We're going to credit. There you can see I've credited it. I've credited that amount there. Okay, right. Okay, now drawings, to close off drawings, which is the next step, we simply say equal and opposite, and we know this is getting closed off to the capital account. Okay, and that is for 4,918.60. 60 cents. So that's closed off, and here you can see we are now debiting in the capital account. That's your double entry taking place. Okay. So then obviously we had our old initial balance. This balance, if you look in the trial balance, you'll see you have this under capital. Okay, that's your old capital, your initial capital balance. All right, we've plugged in this. Okay, we can see already this is the bigger side, because all you will be having, because this will be blank, eh? All right, then you say, okay, close off drawings, we plug that in, then you can see, okay, we only have a 4,000 something on the debit side. So this is the smaller side. So then to balance the account, we're going to have balance CD here. Can you see we haven't closed it off? We haven't closed it off to another account. We just balanced it. All right. So here you got balance CD, and then you have balance BD. All right. And that's it. Okay. Right. Then, so that was the second part of the question. The last bit of the question was draft a post-closing trial balance as at 28 February 2009. Okay. So that is right there. Remember, we have a new capital balance. All right. If you look at the picture, the second slide I forced you guys to take a picture of and post on the WhatsApp group, you'll see. What did we say our post-closing balance comprises of? We said it's the new capital balance and then your assets and your liabilities. All right, that's it. Okay, so here what do we have? We have capital, our new balance, okay, which we calculated here. Can you see that? Okay, then we have everything else has remained the same. There's your loan, your bank, etc, etc. Same amount if you look in your trial balance, all right, on the same side, whether it was a debit or a credit, okay? And then obviously it's balancing at the end there. And can you see there's no drawings, okay? And you're home and dry. And you're home and dry, okay? So we've literally covered all the ways that they can ask these questions. They will just ask portions of the whole process. They can't ask you the whole process. Okay, it will take too much time. Okay, so before I give you guys, yeah, I think actually now wouldn't be a bad time to give you guys a break, because I have been talking quite a bit, and yeah, so let me give you guys a break, and then I'll show you guys the answers to question 9.4, 9.5, and 9.6. Okay, so let's take a quick 10-minute break. Let's get back together. Let's actually make it 10 past 11. Let's get back together. So stretch your legs, catch a breather, go bask in the sun a little bit, and then at 10 past 11, I think we'll just talk for a good 15 minutes or so, and then we'll call it a day. All right. Just want us to go through those exercises, just to discuss them. All right. Otherwise, yeah, let's have that break, and I'll see you guys in 10. Oh, and if you have any questions, please just leave them in the chat, and then as soon as we get back, we will start off by dealing with those questions.